Hi, welcome back to another video, Harmony Peace. I'd like to talk about inner child, the inner child, where it stems from. When we were younger, in the environment that we was in, we managed to suppress our feelings because we had to step up and be like the role model. I wouldn't say a role model, but like the helper, the carer in the environment that you was in the family environment. Then what happens? You tend to shrink yourself as a person. And once that happens, as you get older, your feelings, part of being how you feel, the love that you need in the environment you was in, as you get older, that tends to fade away because of we've neglected that part of ourselves. Because of when we were younger, we had to take massive responsibilities, make sure everything's okay in the family, do everything, make sure brothers, mom, whatever. And I'm not saying we all love our families in so many ways, but there's a certain parts of yourself you tend to neglect in a way where you forget the things what you used to do when you were younger, the things what made you happy. So what happens, you disconnect yourself straight away from the younger version of yourself as you get into adult, and those feelings where you've neglected, you abandon yourself, subconsciously you abandon yourself, where you don't really connect yourself because whether past parts of yourself when you was at home, when you was at school, how the teachers speak to your brothers, and the list goes on. But as you grow up, you tend to get busy, go through work, college, and you have a busy life. You could be in a relationship. So when you do get upset, there's a part of you don't know how to self-soothe yourself, or there's parts of you that you don't know how to express yourself, or you feel that, I'm not good enough to feel that way. I'm not, or you don't know how to express yourself, or what parts of yourself that you feel that you can do, enjoy quality stuff with people. It could be connected to family, to, someone that you're going out with. Then you tend to only do the basic things that it goes to the point where you keep repeating the same thing all the time. So you don't come out your comfort zone because you don't know what that looks like, because of where you've disconnected yourself from the younger part of yourself. So I'll give you an example. The younger Sean was busy making sure everything was okay and everything was going well. Yes, he did all the exciting things, go out, draw, the fun things, what make the version of yourself when you're younger and you're happy and you're smiling all the time. But as you get into our adult, you forget those things. Part of growing up and that inner child yourself is a part of living life to the fullest, being happy, being at peace, and do the fun things that we either left out to the point because we took a responsibility when we was younger, where we was, helping, and we would dampen and shrink ourselves to the point where we didn't know what was happening when we got older. So the things I would recommend to connect with your inner child: number one, I'd journal, connect with yourself, talk to yourself, be in a room on your own, sit there, sit with your feelings and see where the patterns come from, what happened when you was younger, what are the parts where you feel that you need to connect, what are the things that you feel that in your household where you wasn't seen, you wasn't heard, or you felt, these things wasn't been done as much as that you wanted to be. And have affirmations just as well to talk to yourself that I'm safe, I'm okay, I'm full of joy, I'm full of happiness. Little Sean, I'm here. Or it could be who you are as a person, and connect to that person and talk, even in a room, or if you want to meditate. That helps to have that connection with yourself and really connect and really talk back to your younger self, the parts you neglected yourself, and just say, listen, I'm sorry, I'm here, I will protect you. And just say, oh, and hug, give it a hug yourself. There's no harm in that. Another thing which is very important, I feel, to do is even mirror work. Mirror work is massive because if you notice on a day-to-day basis, when we get up in the morning, how often do you look at the mirror? Like, really and truly, when you do look at yourself, the reflection of yourself, when you reflect back and forward, which is very important. The way you reflect in the mirror is how you reflect to everyone else in the world. So you can either do that for about 10 minutes, talk to yourself and say, listen, I love myself, or talk to yourself, just say positive things about you and even connect to yourself and look deeply to yourself where you feel that, listen, I'm here, I love myself, I'm here to stay, you're gorgeous, and keep repeating these words. Words are powerful as affirmations when we talk to ourselves on a constant, regular basis, and this will amplify yourself so much to the point when you've done that, it will help in a massive way and you will connect and you won't feel away when it comes to looking in the mirror. I look in the mirror all the time and say, listen, I look good. Talk to yourself, make yourself stand out, set volumes when you talk out. So whatever you put out to the world is what you say to everything else in your mind. Another thing which I've done, and this is just an extra thing that I've done, I even printed off a picture of myself. And if you're visual, it's very important. You can either do this or you can even journal or you can meditate. So when I print off the picture, I put it on the wall, like in front of me. So I looked up and I visualize and close my eyes and I meditate and I talk to myself the parts where I feel that, I neglected myself at certain areas. And yes, I did when I was younger. I did neglect myself, where there are things I should have spoke up a lot more, things I should have said a lot more. But as time go on, you have to repeat this cycle constantly all the time. Reconnect, 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 which will help connect with your inner self as a person. Because what happens is you disconnect. Isn't it, when you're adult, you still can have a bit of fun, still act like a little child because your inner child needs that connection of, being an adult. Yes, I understand we have to have responsibilities. When we're adult, we have to have responsibilities. We get up and work, and if it's kids or a relationship, but don't forget the other part of yourself, what makes you happy, what makes you smile. So these are things you have to really look at, which the picture does really help. And if you have one of them days you feel, you know what, I need to connect, need to speak, I need to let it out, talk, sit in a quiet room, visualize, close your eyes, focus, even you give yourself 20 minutes, 30 minutes. But once that's done, you journal, talk about how you feel, talk the expressions, what made you feel that certain way, and you'll connect the dots. You'll connect the dots, knowing what parts where you need to look at. And also even write a list of things that where you feel that you haven't done for a while. Fun things, what you haven't done. I'll give you an example. I think it was about a couple of months ago, I did pottery, never done it, but I thought I'll give it a go. There was another thing that I've done. I did salsa, that was good. Also, there was something that I used to do when I was younger, and I still do it, time to time. I like to draw, express art, which is very important. That's something that I used to do when I was younger, and which I think is very therapeutic, but also very creative with the mind, very creative for yourself, which helps to understand. You always had the hobbies when you was younger. What happens is, I understand when we're adults, we have responsibilities, and then all the hobbies what you used to do fade away, and then you do the basic things of going for food and a drink. Listen, I get all that, that's fine, doing all that, but also to be more, I'd say, adventurous, and spontaneous, to think outside the box, write a list down, write a list of 20 things what you could think of doing without spending much money. You could go for walks, you could, drawing, art, or even if you have to spend a bit of money, do things randomly like pottery, salsa, cooking lessons, painting lessons, the list goes on. Make it fun for you. It will make you feel alive, because that's a part of you, makes you feel you as a person. We all can be a little kid at times, but never forget that part of yourself, because there's times you'll have bad days, you'll have good days, but always connect back with your younger self, which we tend to sometimes forget. And not even sometimes, I think most of the time, because we're so busy, the world that we live in, with work, constant on the go, we do neglect ourselves sometimes. We have to take time out for ourselves to have fun. So look at the things what make you smile. Look at the things what you used to do when you were younger. That's very important, because you'll connect the dots, and you'll see the patterns of the areas where you feel that, I'd say, not paid attention to as much, because when time goes on, we don't make time for ourselves. We don't make time. We need to make time for ourselves to keep going, to have fun, to have a laugh. And also it helps you as a person. It nurtures the mind, it nurtures the body and the soul. And it's very important. I believe so with that, because the things that I can say I've done, I love doing yoga, I love going to retreats, but that's for me. I'm not saying you to do retreats, but I'm saying it's important. Look at the things what make you happy. Try new things, try things that you've not done for a while. Even go back a bit with the things that you used to do. Affirmations is very important. Reframe what you're saying to yourself. I'm happy, I love myself, I love every part of myself, it's okay, I'm safe, I'm here to stay. That's one thing. The mirror work, you can do that. Get up in the morning, I'd say for about 10 minutes, talk to yourself before you start the day. Another thing as well you could do, there's books I could suggest as well, which is very important. I'd say audio book on the inner child, or meditation, or you can do sound bath. I have to say this as well before I end the video. I was going to say, there was a bit of a delay because I've been busy with the website. Now it's launched. It's very good, and all I can say is you can check that on my Instagram page, on Harmony and Peace, where it will benefit you in the long run. I'm here to help, to guide you in the right way for your dreams and goals. But the system on the Harmony and Peace page is changed. So there's multiple ways you can get through to me. 1, you can call me. 2, you can email me. 3, when you sign up, it's a booking system. You'll get updates, newsletters once a month. There's a paying system. You can pay me cash in hand, you can pay online, you can have a Zoom call, WhatsApp call, Reiki classes as well, which I'll do one-to-one. Breathwork classes I do as well, one-to-one. So everything's all there on my page. So thank you very much again to listen to this video, and I'll be bringing more content. And also, to add to the mix, I'll be doing live Instagram feeds with other life coaches to collaborate. So see you soon. Take care. Bye.